Hare Krishna, welcome to Bharat Marg. Today we are going to see about the significance of Ekadasi and how to celebrate it, and about the fasting and what to do on Ekadasi, on this holy day, which is considered as very auspicious. And the people who do Ekadasi fastings, Krishna says, are very dear to me. So let's see how the Ekadasi, what is the significance of Ekadasi and how to celebrate it. See, Ekam means one, Das means 10, Ekadasi means 11. 1 plus 10 is 11. That's what Ekadasi. It comes once in 11 days, so it comes twice in a month, essentially. Okay, Ekadasi. Now, Ekadasi's previous day is also very significant, that is Dasami, because it is on the 10th day, Dasami. And the following day is called Dwadasi, that is the 12th day. Okay, now let's see how do we celebrate Ekadasi and why to celebrate and what is the significance of it. Let's see how exactly it has to be done, but then we will go through how you can accommodate on this kind of era right now, which the life is so busy, and how we can accommodate it in our lifestyle. Okay, number one, during Dasami, that is the 10th day, the way it is advised is we will take only one meal. It is not like a carrier, we stuff our tummy because the following day is going to be a fasting day. That's not the purpose of Ekadasi. There is no food the whole day, no drinking of anything, okay, including water, and no sleeping is the way it is recommended. Okay, but also during Ekadasi, the goal is to chant the Maha Mantra. Okay, that is the most important thing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is the Maha Mantra taught to Prahalad. When Hiranyakasipu, the demon king, was trying to do whatever it takes to destroy him, the Bhakta Prahalad was taught by his Guru Devarishi Narad. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He said by chanting this sloka again and again, he will be able to reach to the feet of Vishnu and he will be protected all along the way, and he did. And so did happen with Dhruv when he was going in search of Bhagavan Vishnu in a very tender age of 4 or 5. Okay, and again Devarishi Narad, who is his guru, who said to him to chant this Mahamantra alone, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The goal is somebody according to your lifestyle, and for your desire, as per your desire, your goal is to chant maybe 3 times that day, maybe 21 times, maybe 108 times, maybe 1008 times. The more the merrier. Okay, whatever you can, but you will chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That is more important. Okay, now fasting, with no food and no water and no sleep in the night, which is very difficult at this time. Okay, next one is the Dwadasi. On the 12th day is a very significant day where you take shower and do your puja, okay, and thank God for finishing the fasting right, and have your meal, early meal. And the most important thing on Dwadasi is doing Gau Seva. Okay, so you will give Ahati Kirai. In Tamil it is called as, it's a variety of spinach. In English it is called August tree leaves or hummingbird leaves, that you will feed that to the cows. That is what is more essential thing. If you can, please do it with your hand. If you are living in a place where this is not possible, please find a gosala that you can trust and please give them some money and request them to feed the cows on every Dwadasi. Okay, say them to get August tree leaves and feed them. Okay, and in that way you and your family and your loved ones will be abundantly blessed. What is the significance of doing this Ekadasi Virad? or fasting. What is the significance of it? Let's see the story behind it. Okay, one time the king Maharaja Ambrish was doing Ekadasi, fasting every month ritually. Okay, that is 2 Ekadasis comes in a month, and he was doing through whole year. That is, and he was on his 24th Ekadasi, which he has completed, and he was on the day of Dwadasi, and he took the shower and did puja to Narayan, and he was about to go for taking his meal that day to finish the fasting, and that time unexpectedly Maharishi Durvasaka, he comes there to the palace of Maharaj Ambrish along with hundreds of his devotees and gives darshan to him. And Maharaj Ambrish was so excited, and he with a folded hand he says, "Hey Sadhu Maharaj Durvasaka, you have done a biggest blessing on me by just showing up here with your devotees. I consider this as a blessing from God directly. And I will request you, Maharaj, please come into my palace and have a meal with me." He requested, and he did wash his feet, and he did all Aditi Satkar, and Durvasaka Maharishi was so happy. Okay, and he said, "Hey Maharaj Ambrish, I am very happy with your Aditi Satkar, the way you take care of your guest. Let us go and take a shower in the closest river, and we will get ready and come to the banquet hall," he said. Ambrish was very thankful. Durvasaka, along with his disciples, went to the river for shower, but it was so late, they never came back. Never came back for a long time. Maharaj Ambrish was standing right there with the folded hands to receive them, so that he can have the meal with them. But now Muhurta time. See, on Dwadasi you had to take the meal, early meal, as we discussed. So the Muhurta time was getting over. So the Brahmins who were advising him on this matter were saying, "Hey Maharaj, you had to have your meal and finish the fasting in the good time. Otherwise the good time will go, and the fruits of whatever you have done so far, you will not able to get it as a whole," they requested. But Maharaj Ambrish was very adamant. He said, "This is not fair. I have invited sage Durvasaka and his disciples to come for a meal, and how can I have it? So I will refuse to have it at this time," he said. So they were trying to convince him by giving advice, but Maharaj was very stubborn on his decision. So what the smart Brahmins who were there, they did was they give him a second alternative. They said, "Hey Maharaj, you don't need to eat the full meal. You can always have it with Sadhuraj Durvasaka and his disciples as you wish. But at least you can take the prasad of tulsi leaf, the basil leaves, which is very dear to Krishna again. Okay, tulsi leaf along with the holy water that was used for Abhishek. You can have a drop of it and a leaf of tulsi, which is a prasad, and in that way you can finish your fasting, and then you can join for meal with Sadhuraj Durvasaka," they said. So because he couldn't take it no further, so Maharaj Ambrish agreed to their solution, and because the good time was about to be finished, he took a leaf of tulsi, prasad tulsi, and a drop of holy water, and finished the fasting. And as soon as he did that, Sadhu Maharaj Durvasaka reached there with his disciples, and he was very angry. See, you have to know Durvasaka Rishi, he always had the anger on his nose. Any time he was ready to get angry. That's who he was, even though after all the tapas and everything. Okay, so he said, "Hey Maharaj Ambrish, I was very happy. I didn't come here to eat, but I was very happy you invited me. But this is the way you will insult your guest? I just went for a shower with my disciples, and you insulted us by finishing your fasting before we come," he said. Maharaj Ambrish with the folded hands and kneeled down and said, hey, Sadhuraj Durvasaka, I will never dare to do that. I just took the prasad of a leaf of tulsi with the holy water as suggested by these brahmanas. If I have done a mistake, please forgive me, he requested. But see, Durvasaka Maharishi was not in a mood to forgive anybody. Okay, so he just plucked the hair from his head and made it into Damanas and just launched it on Maharaj Ambrish and said, hey Damanas, go and beat up this man and kill him who insulted a guest like me. After calling for a meal to be with him, he finished his fasting before I come, he ordered. The Damanas was coming to attack Maharaj Ambrish. Bhakta Maharaj Ambrish, he knows at this time nothing but the name of Narayan. So he folded the hand and closed the eyes, and he was ready to accept anything that comes from Maharishi Durvasaka as a blessing. This is enough for Bhagavan Narayan to get upset. See, even when people insult Narayan, he never gets upset. He is patient. But the moment his devotee is insulted, the moment his devotee is threatened, our Narayan is not going to be silent. It was true that day and it is true today. In anger, Bhagavan Narayan left his Sudarshan Chakra to cut off the head of Maharishi Durvasaka after killing the Damanas. Sudarshan Chakra was so bright and it blinded the eyes of Maharishi Durvasaka at that time and made the Damanas into ashes. Maharishi Durvasaka was so scared, he was screaming, Pahimam, Pahimam, and he ran from there, and he ran to all three lok. Nobody will give him shelter. It's sheltering from Narayan's Sudarshan Chakra. It is unimaginable. Nook and corners of the three lok, and he realized no one can save him. So he ran to Kailash, to Bhagavan Shiv himself, and fall on his feet and begged him to save him from Sudarshan Chakra. Hey Bhagavan Shiv, I ran across all three lok and now I am at your feet, cried Durvasaka Muni. Bhagavan Shiv said, hey Muni, I cannot save you from this Sudarshan Chakra. You have to go to Vaikunth and you have to fall in the Sharan of Bhagavan Narayan himself. No one but him can save you, he said. Bhagavan Shiv and ran in a hurry to see Narayan, and he fell on his feet. He said, Pahimam Prabhu, Pahimam, Pahimam Prabhu, Pahimam, I made a mistake. I made an error. Please save me. I am burning with the heat that is being generated by this Sudarshan Chakra. I couldn't tolerate no more. Please save me, he begged and pleaded. And Narayan was very upset. Bhagavan Narayan said, you know what, you insulted my devotee. And said that too a devotee of such a high caliber like Maharaj Ambrish, and no one can save you. You shall perish, he said. Then the Sadhuraj was crying, please Bhagavan, don't let me go like that. Please save me, he begged. And showing mercy to him, Bhagavan Narayan said, if you really want to save your life, I can suggest you a way, but your ego will come in your way, he said. With the folded hands, Sadhuraj Durvasaka said, hey Bhagavan, now my life is in jeopardy. I am burning. My skin I am not able to tolerate the heat no more. My eyes are not able to see clearly. So whatever you say, I shall do it. Please save me, begged Durvasaka Muni. And Bhagavan Narayan said, hey Durvasaka, go back to my devotee, Maharaj Ambrish, and fall on his feet and beg for forgiveness for what you did. And if he choose to forgive you, then only and then only you will able to save yourself. And no one in the world can save you, said Bhagavan Narayan. Immediately he ran towards Maharaj Ambrish. And Maharaj Ambrish, Bakthiraj Maharaj Ambrish, was standing in the same place where he was standing before when Durvasaka Muni launched the demonas on him with the folded hands and tears from the eyes, because he knows Durvasaka Muni could have joined him for the meal, but because of his silly mistake, it happened like that. And he was praising Bhagavan Narayan and praying him for a solution for this. At that time, Muniraj, Durvasaka ran and came and fell on the feet of Bakthiraj Maharaj Ambrish. And Ambrish was shocked. And Maharaj Ambrish carried him and said, "Hey, Muniraj, what are you doing? You know, it will be a sin for I fall on the feet of a person like me. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Order me what I should do," he requested. And Muniraj, Durvasaka said, "Hey, Bakthiraj, I didn't recognize you. I was egoistic. I was arrogant. I launched the demonas on you. Bhagavan Narayan himself told, no one in the world can save me except you. Please save me from this Sudarshan Chakra and show mercy on me," he pleaded. Maharaj Ambrish, with a folded hand, prayed to Sudarshan Chakra and said, "Hey Sudarshan Chakra, hey Narayan, if my devotion towards Sadhuraj Durvasaka was true, if I invited here Durvasaka Muniraj, if I invited him with a pure devotion for the meal, please go back to Sriman Narayan and bring only blessing to Durvasaka ji," he requested. And Sudarshan Chakra went back. You know, Durvasaka Muni thanked Bakthiraj Maharaj Ambrish and said, "Hey Bakthiraj, today I learned how the real devotee is bigger than the God. This is a big lesson for me," he said. And Bakthiraj Maharaj Ambrish was so happy. He took Muniraj, Durvasaka and his followers to the banquet hall and they had the meal happily. And this shows you the significance of Ekadhasi. When an ordinary person, when a family person does Ekadhasi Virat, they rise higher than anybody else, any so-called holy man. And also, they become near and dear to Bhagavan Narayan.